got asked the question, who's the best backup quarterback ever to go on Super Bowl? I mean, now Earl Morrall comes to mind back in the day. Obviously, in recent memory, you're gonna say Nick Foles. You're gonna say Nick Foles. You're gonna think Trent Dilfer. You might even think Doug Williams. But who was the best to be the backup to win? Dare I say Tom Brady? Yeah, because believe it or not, it was Drew Bledsoe who was the quarterback till he got knocked out in Game 5. And then Brady took over. Yeah, it's hard to believe that Tom Brady was the ultimate backup quarterback. Now, you tend to think of Nick Foles because you're thinking about lifelong second tier journeyman, guys who just happen to stumble across something, or Jeff Garcia. And when we go into a Super Bowl, Nick Foles is going to quite obviously get the answer. He's the first one that's going to come to mind. But in a 1 year wonder, Doug Williams' Super Bowl was the one that was groundbreaking, first African American quarterback, and the way he dominated and the way they tore up John Elway in Denver, mind blowing still to this day. Jim McMahon was actually a backup in Green Bay. He was part of it. He got a ring, but no one talks about that. You almost forget about it. But then Earl Morrall, that was a big one with the Colts. And Trent Dilfer. But you never, and Jeff Hostetler, unfortunately against the Buffalo Bills, he replaced Phil Simms. It came a big. Those have been memorable. But the one that built a legacy was Tom Brady's. That's the difference in the making, because then he went on to become arguably the greatest quarterback ever and one of the greatest players ever. So the greatest backup, when you think about a backup quarterback that won Super Bowls, you don't usually associate with him. You don't really think of him in that capacity, but that's exactly the tagline he falls out of as a backup. He actually did just that. And that was part of his legacy. And that's what got him on his way. And, it was like, wow. He was part of something that, it was the start of his dominance in his run. So that's an interesting bit of tribute, because a lot of people who don't really think about Doug Williams replacing Jay Schrader coming off doing it, we don't think about, and that's the thing about Schrader. He was untimely victim in Washington because Joe Theismann, and then he took over. They got smashed up by the Giants, and then next year he got hurt. Doug Williams took over and they went and won the Super Bowl. And then Mark Ripken succeeded Doug Williams. So these things are so, and that's interesting about the Joe Gibbs plant tree of winning with different quarterbacks and the success. So, but that's kind of how it goes, though. It's crazy when you think about it, but that's kind of how it goes, though. But yeah, Brady, Doug Williams, Jeff Hostetler, Earl Morrall, Doug Williams. I'm trying to think. Yeah, those are the guys that come to mind when you think about whoa, and and then how it all came together. Nick Foles, because Nick Foles probably had that ultimate. Nick Foles is against the Patriots, and the way he did it, and it was actually a quarterback controversy because half the team was actually feeling him over Carson Wentz. So it's crazy when you think about it. But tell me, the best backup quarterback that won out of the ones I mentioned, and who would you take and why? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another, and share it if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.